Hi, this is Dr. Bracker. Just want to let you know that I'm doing okay, and I hope all of you guys are doing okay. I am thinking about everybody, and I don't know, I just know this is a really tough time, but I am here to see for dental emergencies. My office technically has to be closed for any general dental treatment and non-emergency treatment, but I am here to treat emergencies, so please do not be afraid that, we have left you. There will always be care here as long as I'm able to give that care. And don't hesitate. My cell phone is 269-9573. It's also on my answering machine. It's also on my door, which you can always get a hold of me. We will be having some limited telephone hours. I'm going to see about maybe in the future getting the hours, getting time that the phone isn't being answered, transferred to my cell. I haven't done that yet, but that is next on my agenda to do. And I don't know if you saw my little video, but I'm doing my exercising at home. I'm staying as active as I can. And I think that we posted the exercise video to Facebook or whatever, and if not, it will be. My dog Rudy, I'm taking him for walks. Rudy is not used to going on walks. He's used to laying in the back office, and he's resistant to walking. He would stop, and I have to pick him up and stop. But I'll tell you, after this last week, and that dog can walk. So he's going to be a little more active too. So maybe he won't gain so much weight like he's been gaining. I just hope that everyone finds a really useful time in their house to get things done. The important thing as far as your dental health goes, I know a lot of us like to sneak those treats that I like to sneak, but home care is important. And even during slacking off, from our general routines, it is hard to get a new routine. I thought I might go insane that first week. And one of the first patients I saw in emergency was like, whoa, this has got to be tough for you because you like to really run around all the time. So I'm like, yeah, I guess you know me. He said, yep, this has been really tough, and I haven't been able to sleep. I don't have my excess energy off, but I've been managing. But the important thing is with the increase in eating those little treats, just dental health is really important. So just maintain the routine that you have for your oral health care, even though all your other routines have just been shot. I just want to just tell you about, some of the things they talked about, like social distancing, which I'm sure everybody knows about social distancing now. I just thought it was just don't get in someone's face, like their face or something. But I mean, I didn't realize it was a whole 6 feet apart, which is really wide. And I have to say, everyone has been so nice, When this first started, I would do the shopping, which I have given up, but I mean, people would just move to the end of the aisles and go in the center. When you're going on a trail, if you bump into someone, they stop and move off to the side. I mean, I think people have been very respectful of that distancing thing. I had a few other things here, to avoid social gatherings, which I'm sure you're only supposed to be with people in your own household. For some of us folks who have used to not spending as much time with the people in those households, this can be a stressful time being in your households with everybody all the time. I know my husband and I had to kind of get used to that, and it was a little tough, and we're coming to some bounds, and I think that at the end of this we'll probably improve our relationship a bit. So and we laugh about how that will affect people's relationships, but I think that trying to remember to treat each other kindly. I always like to say, talk to me like you talk to the people when you see them out at the gym or or when we go out to eat with our friends. Talk to me like that. It's hard to remember to talk to your loved one like that, but that's a good idea to do. So, but you got to avoid social gatherings, so they're the only person to talk to. If you're alone in your house and you need someone to talk to, give my office a call during our office hours, or give my cell phone a call. And if I can't talk to you at that time, I'll set up a time to chit chat for a little while with you. You want to stay only in close contact. I already said that with your families, and stay home as much as you can. I mean, that's like the real thing. And if you go out in public, we're lucky in Rochester, New York, because in New York City, man, they just got that Central Park place. Well, at least we got lots of wide open spaces. Some of us have even wide open yards. And I have a friend whose grandson lives in New York City, and whenever he comes, he lives in, I think it's the Bronx, and whenever he comes to Grandma's house, he always says, Grandma has a whole park in her backyard. And her backyards, no bigger than our backyards are, but to him it's a park because he lives in this big apartment building. And the other thing is, so when you're outdoors, just if there's gatherings of people in one place, just go the opposite way. And those people will appreciate that also. Do not touch your face. And that is a hard thing. I have read articles where the number of times people touch their face without knowing it is just incredible. And I'm kind of someone who's like a touchy-feely person, so I'm a big toucher. I feel like every time I touch my face, this alarm goes off in my head now. So if anything other than this, I'm going to get out of the habit of touching my face. It'd be better for your complexion too. Hopefully, maybe it'll help with wrinkles. I don't know. We'll find out. If you show any symptoms, the important thing is to immediately call your physician, because you should know whether or not your symptoms are something that should keep you 100% quarantined. You should have someone shop for you or do things for you. I know I have an aunt in town who, although my aunt in town is probably a little older, she is like so active. It's got to be driving her nuts. But I even called and offered to shop for her. But she has a daughter in town who's doing the same. And so, it's nice if you're able to help someone who can't be helped, just do it. But if you need help, this is not the time to be shy and try to be the independent soul. You gotta ask. And you just gotta reach out and ask. Don't be held back because you've always been that independent soul alone. This is not the time to be that. Immediately though, call your doctor if you have symptoms. Washing hands with soap and water, saying happy birthday twice. I even have a sign on my door that says it, and I have a sign on the door, and I have a sign in my bathroom that says happy birthday back to ya, and we'd love to hear it sung too. So, and we've heard it sung by a couple of our emergency patients, and it's really cute. Maybe one of them, before they go in there, I'll ask them if I can actually videotape it, because it is really cute. I can do that. But I haven't thought about it till now. But I'm here for emergencies. Just please be healthy, stay healthy as best as you can, and kind of follow those rules. We will get through this. It's going to take time. Just unfortunately, it's time, and it's just what it's going to take. It's likely we live in this age where we have FaceTiming and cell phones, and we can actually see our loved ones when they're not there. I mean, just think of when this happened back in 1918 or 16 with the Spanish flu. I don't know what those people did. I don't even know if they understood what was really, a virus or how it was being transmitted. Maybe they did, or the bubonic plague. Of course, for sure they didn't know what that was. So, we're at least in a time where we are getting information. We have really smart people in this world that are working on things and hopefully coming out with information. I know I am not tied to the television. I've decided not to do that. I get updates every once in a while. I prefer the end of the night because this might happen, this might happen, this might happen. Is kind of, I think that's hard for me, maybe not someone else. So I choose to listen a few times a day, and that's it. My husband likes to tap in a tad bit more, but for me, it's easier not to. What else I have? I'm going to use this time to do a lot of continuing education. A lot of companies have offered continuing education online, and some of the dental boards I have heard, I have not checked the dental board because I just heard this one on my last webinar, are accepting online courses more than they were in the past. You can only do a certain amount, and most of the courses you had to physically attend. Personally, physically attending is great for me, but they're accepting more hours for online. So my intention is to do a lot of that. And a lot of that is probably going to do with, of course, the infection control we're going to have to do after this. I'm sure just like when HIV started, we were wearing gloves when HIV started. We were not even wearing masks when HIV started. And all of a sudden we started wearing masks and gloves. I mean, I imagine now there'll be other things. So I'm listening to and trying to find any update I can about what I am supposed to be doing for when this office opens. So we are prepared as soon as we can open with whatever is recommended and be ready for that run on supplies, which, you know, that run on masks that went on and toilet paper and all that stuff. So I'm sure there will be a run on that. And the N95 masks, I had to laugh because the guy says, oh yeah, they're sold at paint stores and stuff. I'm thinking, where is this guy been, man? These things haven't been around since I don't know when. But anyway, as you know, Hickey Freeman in our town is actually making those masks. They bring their employees back to work instead of sewing suits now. They are helping to make those masks. I heard that a couple days ago. So good, you know. So maybe someone can stay in Rochester. Anyway, I'm going to keep in touch with all of you. Thank you.